Hey trader, and welcome back to IFX. Okay, so I decided to make a second video in regards to the tester. So this is again how we can win 80% over time, but this time we're going to use our breaker, okay? And we're going to test 1 hour and 15 minutes, and because I will really want you to understand this and really test it out on your own. So again, we're gonna go to the tester. You're gonna pick Express Advisors. You're gonna pick IFX quote tester. You're gonna pick date range, and make sure you're on your experts properties. You have make sure that the quote appears on your right hand side, and we have the lot size and stuff like that. So we're gonna click OK, and I'm going to click start on this, and we're gonna use again the template that I have provided, but this time we're gonna just tweak it a little bit. And we're going to go here to the template IFX tester trading, and what we're going to do is we're going to erase the bands and actually this as well. And all we're going to do is we're going to make it smaller, and we're going to add in here the IFX trend block. Okay, so I have it right over here, IFX trend block, and I'm gonna put in here, like put in 10 just in case. I'm gonna put this false for now, the IPLs. And then that's it, right? What we're going to do is we're going to do breaker retest. So every time we have a breaker and the price happens to come by in here, we're just going to press buy on that side, okay? We don't even have to use, but I really want you to learn without using any indicators whatsoever, just what we have in our signals, right? So let's say in here, one is happening, one is about to, the breaker is about to happen. So I wait for the breaker to happen. So you can do one time just breaker retest, and a second time just as soon as the breaker happens you will just enter and just kind of see what happens. Okay, so let's try it out and see how it goes. The speed of this is kind of funny because sometimes when you go too fast and maybe too slow, let's kind of see how it best goes in here. Also try to see previous highs and stuff like that. Use your trees at targets, or to either to get out when you enter. So let's see how this goes. And just by trading, remember on the previous one what we did is we went based on Bollinger Bands by itself without really seeing anything else, right? Any support and resistance, just going by the top of the Bollinger, selling and buying at the bottom, and then pretty much going like that. And you were able to see that I was able to rescue trades, and I was able to be most of the time positive, right? So that's pretty much what I really want you to do is, okay, so now a breaker happened, right? So now all I'm waiting is for the price to come back in here. Just as soon as it gets into this area, I'm just going to hit sell, and then that's it, right? I'm going to get out, at my next support level, and then kind of repeat over and over again until the breaker is done, and then wait for a breaker to go to the upside. That's pretty much all we're doing. The next episode or next example will be trying to enter, well, you can do it on your own, but we're going to try it on 15 minutes, and then I want you to kind of do that, what I'm doing, pretty much doing that, just kind of see if we can speed it up a little bit. Kind of have to put your cursor right on the trigger, so I'm going to enter right there, and as soon as I'm positive, okay, I'm going to close this trade. If he gets back here, maybe I'll re-enter again. It's not the best ideal part. It's best maybe to wait for another signal, like if we got a 1 and 1, maybe wait for another 2 signal or something like that to re-enter. That would be the ideal entry, right? Just because we're here, maybe it's not the best re-entry. Let's say I got an entry over here, but ideal deal would be a 2, since we already have a 2 here at the bottom. But let's just try it out, see how, well, okay, I'm gonna should have re-enter a little bit. I mean, this thing is going too fast. I hate when that happens, but you see, just entering because we're in the zone. We got a 2, so I entered with the 1, I entered with the 2, and then both of them were positive. So all we're doing is, trying to re-enter. We kind of within the same zone, but it's been retesting it for a while. So you know, we really, what we're waiting is for a 3 at the bottom, and this thing might keep on going higher, but just to kind of see what it's really doing. You know, we don't know what the price is doing for us, so let's just play it out. I'm not going based on any all right, so we had a higher 3, right? We had this 3 move a little bit higher. Now we're getting an order block pushing over here. So now again, we need it now is to break again. If we had a 4-hour, so here, well, kind of went down, but it would be nice to get a retest, right? Oh, okay, should close it with 20 something pips. So if he goes back in here, okay, so I would have had a nice profit in here, right? This would have been a nice pips in here. I closed it with like 12. But now if it gets back up there, I'm gonna resell again. As long as I don't have a 3 over here. If it gets back here, close to here, if I get a number 2 really close to here, I'm going to just click on the button, right? I mean, we're like in the zone. All right, I'm gonna sell. See how this goes. We were in the zone. Okay, I'm gonna get out. Nice. Okay, now we got a breaker here at the top, right? So now what we're waiting, okay, this one moved down. What we're waiting is to break. Okay, so nice. All we're waiting now is for the price to come back to my zone. Okay, I'm gonna buy. Ooh, that went far. Okay. So let's see now. We're waiting again for this is invalidated. It's no longer valid. Okay, so this thing just keeps on going lower. Now we just have to wait for another breaker retest, or maybe if I can just get this positive go my way, you know, maybe I'll get out somewhere around here. We'll see. All right, looks like it's going up. So you see how, although I was able to get in, right? I was able to get in here. The market gave me a W, went lower, right? And I got scared, but now I would have been able to actually, I'm gonna get in because well, the best would have been when this candle went down here, right? That would have been the best entry. I'm gonna close it now and see if I can get another retest at the bottom. All right, so we got a number 3, so that's it. That's no longer valid. Now we're just waiting a sell entry, you know, a breaker to happen, and then we have to look for a retest, right? Okay, I re-enter here. This candle kind of gave me a retest, so I entered there, kind of took advantage of that. Oh, should have gone out. Too late to get out. I mean, I'm just too slow for this thing. Oh, okay, this thing made it higher. That just looks like a nice news candle. All right, so I had my chance to get out. Now, unfortunately, I re-entered, so this was a big boo-boo. You know, it can happen, of course. We have to be aware of news. This definitely looks like a news to me. So now let's see how we can, you know, I'm not gonna re-enter. It's one of those things that if you're trading 1 or 2 pairs is good, because if you're in a big drawdown, then that's, you know, you kind of have to wait and see what the market does, right? So our order block is way far away. It would be nice maybe to get an order block a little bit higher. So if it moves a little bit higher, will be nice. So you can get a nice order block. All right, so it's going my way. I'm gonna close this thing. Okay, I closed it. I missed out, right? Wow. Okay, so we had a we have now a 3, so we're no longer gonna really sell on this order, on this retest. Why? Because we already have a 3, right? So we're going to avoid that. Now what we're waiting is for a breaker to happen here, and then we're gonna wait for a retest at the bottom, right? Whether it happens right away or something like that. Like over here we could maybe, I could have gone in, I'm just too late on these entries. So like here would have been one entry, that's another entry right there. Of course it's best to wait for a number one maybe, but okay, I mean it's going. I'm gonna close partial on these trades, and I'm gonna close another partial and then let this other one run, and I'm done. So this is it. This is what I really wanted to show you. So now let's go check out the results on this thing, right? This is just literally not trading with just with the breaker retest. So if you become a trader retest, you can just literally become profitable. So this is my line, it's not that bad at all. I was in drawdown very little. So right over here we can see that what can we see? We can see profit trades 11. So I took all 11 trades, 7 short positions were won, so that's 85%. Long positions, five of them, 100%. So this is again 91% profit trades, right? 91%, that is really good. So here 8 consecutive wins, profit consecutive 19, so consecutive wins 6, consecutive losses 1. Okay, and then only one loss trade of $1.61, and then profit trades, the highest was really $5.14. So this is how great this system is. This is just literally how we can actually win 80% of the time. So I really want you to go back into your tester and really check it out. You can actually do also 15 minutes, but I think this is enough that I wanted to show you. I want you to go and check it out. 15 minutes is pretty much the same way. All you do is, 15 minutes is a smaller time frame, right? So what you're looking is for smaller profits, and that's fine, but at least you know that you can either try to get in when you get a breaker right away, when you actually, even a small retracement on that same candle, it's fine to get in as well, or you just wait for a retracement, with something like this. So you can re-enter. So let's say you got a breaker, you get a candle coming back into the breaker, you resell and then you enter, or you can wait until you actually get a nice number. If we got 2 here, then we got a number 2 over here, and then you will re-enter on that resell right there. You will get in your pips, and the same thing, buying and selling. Okay, traders, so if you have any questions, please let me know. Try it out on the tester, whether you want to trade on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. Of course, the higher the time frame, the better it is, but I really want you to test this and do it almost every, when you have free time, go ahead and do it, and just kind of see, that how you can actually improve your performance when you're trading. Okay, and this is really doing nothing, just taking out how price action just reacts to the breakers, and then that's pretty much it. No stop losses. We just we're just taking out profits when we kind of see it, maybe a low or a number. And then that's it. It was just going based on that. No moving averages, no Bollingers, no nothing. This is just raw price action. All right, traders, I will see you in the next lesson.